Joseph Haynes Davis. He's a U.S. criminal lawyer. He joins me now from Orlando in Florida. Joseph, I really appreciate your time. I know that you practice law in a different state to Minnesota, but from the video we've seen of Floyd's arrest and his subsequent death, is it enough for charges to be brought against these 4 police officers?
Well, I believe so. And of course, thank you for having me. I believe so. But at the end of the day, here in the United States of America, we have the United States Constitution and the presumption of innocence. And it is a cornerstone that there should be no rush to judgment. Now, with that being said, the video itself is as plain as day that it looks to be a public execution by the police state and a rogue actor, that particular policeman using his knee to publicly execute a gentleman who may not have even known the $20 that he passed at the grocery store was indeed a counterfeit bill. You may or may not know. That also is what I call the presumption of innocence, again, here in the United States of America, until charges are brought forth and these men are brought to trial. And I know sometimes it's difficult to understand and it's difficult to take as it is processing through the justice system, but that's how it is.
Joseph, we got more information about the police involved in this incident. How much liability do the police actually hold, considering that some of those officers had several priors against their names?
Well, that can most certainly be used as evidence once charges are brought forward and they go to trial. Let me also add to your audience that the only people that could have saved Mr. Floyd in this matter are the police that were standing around, okay? They could have, to their colleague, pulled him off to save his life. On the other hand, the witnesses standing around, including what I call the citizen journalists filming or videotaping the incident, could not have put their hands on that policeman to be able to pull him off to save that person's life, because they would have then been charged with battery up on a law enforcement officer, which is likely a felony itself.
Yeah, a lot of legal aspects coming into play. Joseph, the images we're seeing coming out of Minneapolis at the moment, this fire burning, almost metaphorical to the burning anger so many people are facing in that city and in the U.S. at the moment. What do you make of these demonstrations? Do you think that they will make a difference in getting justice for George Floyd, or because of some of the looting that we've seen, will this actually make it more difficult?
Well, I would hope that the looting stops, because criminal behavior as an answer to other criminal behavior never works. On the other hand, I would hope that through legislation and through police policy that some changes will happen. The presumption of correction and the presumption of correctness, I should say, in the use of lethal deadly force by the police state, by a rogue actor, needs to stop. And the police who are with a rogue actor, I believe, once they see those rogue actions happening, have a duty to act on behalf of the citizenry and stop that rogue police action once it starts.
Exactly, to keep the people safe. Joseph Haynes Davis, live to us there from Orlando in Florida. Really appreciate your time and your take.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much for having me.